Prebiotics and probiotics, what does that mean? My patients are always asking me those questions. My name is Marcia Roy Madison. I'm going to explain the difference between a prebiotic and a probiotic. So starting with the bean, the grain, and the seed. The beans, the grains, and the seeds have lots of fiber. Fiber only comes from plants. When the bean sprouts into the ground and the grains sprout, these are their roots, they're full of fiber. The roots have fiber. There are root plants like beets and like turnips that you can eat the fiber. The plant is basically a root plant. The stem of the plant is full of fiber. The stem gives the support and structure so that the plant can get to the ultraviolet rays of the sun. So the stem is full of fiber. The leaves are full of fiber. The fiber gives structure and shape to the leaves. So you can eat leafy greens, they're full of fiber. The fruit that comes from each of the plants is also full of fiber. So if it bears some kind of a fruit, it's full of fiber. So the prebiotics are the fiber. Now let's talk about probiotics. The probiotics are actually the gut bacteria. We have trillions of gut bacteria that live in the colon. They line the wall of the colon. And when they eat the prebiotics, the fiber, they actually produce a mucus lining. This mucus lining is called butyrate. Butyrate. I talked in another video about Erica and Justin Sonnenberg, who wrote the book, The Good Gut, where they talk about the trillions of gut bacteria. Why are they there? What are they doing? Well, they figured it out. What they're doing is they're making this mucus. This mucus is made of a carbohydrate type of a substance. And so they provide us with this mucus that lines the stomach, that lines the colon, and it keeps the walls of the colon nice and healthy. It keeps those tight junctions between the cells. Now, when we're not eating fiber, if you have like a animal protein diet, the gut bacteria, they will not eat the animal protein. They only eat fiber. My patients ask me, well, what about the probiotics that you buy in the store? That's a good question. The probiotics that you buy in the store, as Erica and Justin would say in their book, The Good Gut, they're transient. The organisms that live in yogurt, they love living in yogurt. They thrive in yogurt. Each organism has its own milieu. For instance, the organisms that live in the coral reef, they will not survive in the rainforest. The rainforest is freshwater. The organisms that survive in the rainforest will not survive in the coral reef because the coral reef is salt water. Likewise, the organisms that are in yogurt or sauerkraut or tempeh, those organisms survive in their environments. They do not survive in the stomach, so they're transient. If you've just had a course of antibiotics, it may be helpful to take some over-the-counter probiotics for a while, but they're not a good replacement for a high fiber diet. The gut bacteria, they want to eat the fiber. They don't really want the yogurt and the other stuff because they're transient. So as I was saying earlier, the gut bacteria, they do not like to eat animal protein. They only want fiber. And when there's no fiber available, they will actually eat that mucus lining because it's a carbohydrate lining, and they would rather eat the mucus. It's kind of like when bees eat their own honey. The gut bacteria will eat their own mucus. And when they do eat their mucus, it damages the walls. It can lead to leaky gut. We believe it does lead to leaky gut syndrome when you lose those tight junctions. I'm not going to get into leaky gut right now, but I just want to say without that mucus lining, the stool is hard, it's dry, it damages the walls of the colon. And so that mucus is necessary. You cannot replace the probiotics by taking the over-the-counter supplements. You really do need to eat the fiber in order to feed the gut bacteria. As a wrap-up, prebiotics are the fiber, probiotics are the gut bacteria. Eat fiber.